last group of investments includes increasing a parent's knowledge of basic child development, nutrition, healthy and nurturing interactions between parent and child that foster growth and development. We have licensed clinicians that facilitate our support groups for those families that are ready to take the step to mutual learning experiences. And as you have all probably experienced in your own practices, we have an ever-growing community of indigenous peoples in the Oxnard Plains and outside of the Oxnard Plains. And so through a collaboration with the Mixteco Indigenous Community Project, also known as MICA, the NFLs have promotoras at their sites, at their resource centers to help support the needs of the indigenous families. And in closing, I really invite you to get to know your local NFL. As I said, some of the programs that are available through the NFLs are very much and duplicated at each and every one of our NFLs, but some of them have unique characteristics, and these are just some of the unique programs at each of our NFL sites. So again, I thank you, and I now introduce my colleague, Brenda Hunter.
I think, okay. We're going to, I have the privilege of bringing it down to a real specific example. I'm going to give you a really brief snapshot of how this all works. One of the things that we do at Conejo Valley Neighborhood for Learning, just to see how we really implement these things. We have 7 preschool classes for 3 to 5-year-olds, and they work, we were part of the school district, and they are on school district campuses, so it helps build the bridge at each one. We have the preschool, and we have a family service coordinator at each one of our sites that helps build that bridge between home and the school environment. So we're teaching parenting at the same time that we're teaching children to have that foundation, to be ready for school, and to help parents recognize that they are the best teachers. And we know that studies show that parents that are involved with their children's school, the children are going to be much more successful. So we get them involved with the Parent Advisory Council, in parenting education classes, in support groups, and it is their preschool also. So that's one of the things that happens. We also work with the 0 to 3 population, and what we do, we're privileged in Conejo Valley to have a beautiful 1910 home that sits on the corner of a park that is our infant and new parent education center. There we do a weekly, every single week at 1 o'clock on Tuesdays, we have a new parent support group. So we know that taking home a newborn can be one of the greatest things, but it can also be one of the most trying things. So we have an ongoing support group for parents and newborns to come in and just talk, be with other parents, get some information about breastfeeding. We have 3 people on staff, myself included, that's a breastfeeding consultants that can advise and help with that support. We have, once our babies start to grow, on Thursdays we have a patty cake and peekaboo class that parents and their toddlers come and again learn about the importance of play and development and good parenting. And what's important, one of the classic conversations that we have is, my child is 6 months, what do I need to buy for them now to help them learn? And we are consistently saying, don't buy anything, spend time with them. Do eye-to-eye conversation, take a walk, be in nature, get dirty, allow them to explore and play in a safe environment. So we constantly promote interaction because that's what we know is missing in our families. We have a Watch and Wonder class, and that name explains it. It's parents and children come together. This is preschool, where the parents come with their child, and we set up environments where the children can interact with one another. We have the parents stand back and watch what's going on and help them with understanding why children do what they do, such as a child started to pour something on the table, glue, and the parent immediately was embarrassed and no, no, no. And we said, no, let's watch what's happening, because this may be the only opportunity they get to learn about how glue pours and how much fills up a piece of paper. And we know that that's the vital, important part of child development. We also promote literacy at all ages. I love this picture. That was not staged, and that's in one of our preschool classes. We do a monthly literacy parent family fun night where parents and children come together. We set up stations that they go through together, and it may be literacy in science, literacy in math. We have story time books that relate to that. And we have a Snuggle Up and Read program where it promotes parents taking children, or taking books home, children taking books home to promote reading in the household. And we also offer childbirth preparation classes, and as I said, breastfeeding. We do offer infant-child CPR and community events for families to come together. So that is kind of just a quick snapshot of how this really works. The services are available to anyone with a child 0 to 5, and we try to set the services to what the community needs. So I do invite you to explore your neighborhood for learning in your community. On the back table I do have our infant new parent education pamphlet and our neighborhood for learning pamphlet, and that's just one. So thank you very much.
In the back we have a very practical implementation of how you can assist your families in navigating these services. We have 2 presenters back there, and then a presentation on oral health at the back as well. I think you've heard really the full gamut that we want to prevent problems in school by early intervention. We want to do early screening so that we can get these early services available so that children hopefully won't require them beyond age 3. We've heard about both the neurologic and behavioral health services resources that are available, and I thank you very much for attending.